The semiconductor industry is the backbone of modern technology, powering everything from smartphones to supercomputers. As this industry continues to grow at an unprecedented rate, the demand for skilled professionals in design and manufacturing is skyrocketing. Today, let us explore the rising demand for semiconductor talent from India's context. India has a rich semiconductor development history, marked by significant milestones and achievements. The country has emerged as a critical player in the global semiconductor market in recent years thanks to substantial investments and a thriving tech ecosystem. According to a report by the India Electronics and Semiconductor Association, IESA, the Indian semiconductor market is expected to reach $64 billion by 2026. This growth has led to an urgent need for skilled talent to sustain and propel the industry forward. The demand for semiconductor talent spans across various domains. The VLSI market alone is projected to grow at a CAGR of 15.3% from 2021 to 2026. Professionals who can innovate and push the boundaries of technology are in great demand. On the manufacturing side, expertise in process engineering, quality control, and wafer fabrication is crucial to maintaining the high standards required in semiconductor production. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence fuel this demand. These advancements are creating new opportunities and challenges, requiring a workforce that is not only skilled but also adaptable and forward-thinking. The global market, for instance, is expected to grow to $1.5 trillion by 2027, driving significant demand for semiconductor components. For this growth, India's educational infrastructure plays a pivotal role in nurturing this talent. Key universities and institutes nationwide need to offer specialized courses in semiconductor technology to provide a solid foundation for aspiring engineers. The relevance and quality of these programs are continuously being enhanced to meet industry standards. The All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, reports that over 300 institutions offer courses related to semiconductor technology, graduating around 25,000 engineers annually. Initiatives aimed at not just bridging the skill gap, but also promoting industry-academia collaboration, are yielding positive results. The government's National Policy on Electronics 2019 is not just aiming, it is determined to attract investments worth $100 billion and create 1 million jobs by 2025. Despite these efforts, the industry is not without challenges. The skill gap is not just an issue, it is a pressing issue, with many companies not just struggling, but grappling to find professionals with the right expertise. According to a report by the Electronic Sector Skills Council of India, IESA, there is not just a shortfall, but a significant shortfall of over 2 lakh skilled professionals in the semiconductor sector. However, this also presents not just an opportunity, but a unique opportunity for growth. For students and professionals in India, the semiconductor industry is not just promising, it is a promising career path with immense potential. Looking ahead, the semiconductor industry's future in India is promising. Projections indicate robust growth, which will continue to drive the demand for skilled talent. In summary, the semiconductor industry's growth in India is creating an unprecedented demand for skilled talent in both design and manufacturing. With the proper education, training, and industry collaboration, India is well positioned to become a global hub for semiconductor innovation. Let us embrace this opportunity and contribute to shaping the future of technology.